clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Browns and the Eagles coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 43 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Right back to him on first down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So here are the Browns now with great starting field position. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Oh, look at the juke. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, it's Booker. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia! A.J. Brown, 34 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now a handoff looking right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 74 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Here we go.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, we made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from. Where's
touchdown, Eagles! Darren Waller, a 7-yard touchdown grab. There the Eagles are back within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Let's go. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Blankenship out for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Drops it underneath for Booker. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillendown. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this returnable for Hill. Hill shedding the tackle. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Room here to run. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And boy, how many times have we seen this from Tyreek Hill, that ability to take the ball in and turn upfield. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. And Shark calls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Down to about the 22 here. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun handoff to Booker. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns, this is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Lawrence now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, Oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Keep playing.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check back, check back.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is Booker on the dump off. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Line 42, line 42. Right here, right here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. Touchdown! Darren Waller. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles get a score closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he comes back with one complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now a handoff looking right. A little juke. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But hey,
touchdown, Browns! From 19 yards away. And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Browns, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.